Good morning, everyone. Today, we are diving into an essential topic for any business: pricing models and strategies. Pricing plays a pivotal role in a company's profitability, market positioning, and overall success. In this session, we will explore three of the most commonly used pricing models: cost-based pricing, value-based pricing, and competition-based pricing, and discuss how to choose the right strategy depending on the market and your product or service. Pricing is not just about covering costs, it's about balancing profitability with customer value and market positioning. The price you set affects how customers perceive your product, and it influences whether or not they will buy it. A well-chosen pricing strategy helps businesses achieve their financial goals, remain competitive, and meet customer expectations. So let's explore some of the models that businesses commonly use to set their prices. First, let's start with the cost-based pricing model. This is one of the simplest and most straightforward pricing strategies. 1. Definition. Cost-based pricing involves setting the price based on the cost of producing, distributing, and selling the product, with an added markup to ensure profitability. 2. Types of cost-based pricing. Cost-plus pricing. The company calculates the total cost of producing the product and adds a percentage markup as profit. For example, if it costs $50 to make a product and the company wants a 20% profit, the product would be priced at $60. Bat and break-even pricing. This involves setting a price that will cover the costs of producing the product and break even without any initial profit. Businesses often use this strategy for new product launches or when entering a highly competitive market. Advantages. 1. Simple to implement. 2. Ensures that costs are covered and a predictable profit margin is earned. Disadvantages. 1. It doesn't take into account consumer demand or competitor pricing. 2. It may lead to prices that are too high or too low relative to market conditions. 2. Next, we have the value-based pricing model, which is the opposite of cost-based pricing in many ways. 1. Definition. Value-based pricing is determined by the customer's perceived value of the product or service, rather than the cost of production. 2. How it works. Companies using this approach focus on understanding their customers, the benefits their product offers, and how much customers are willing to pay for those benefits. 2. For instance, brands like Apple use value-based pricing by focusing on the user experience and the perceived innovation in their products. Advantages. 1. Potential for higher profit margins since the price is based on what customers are willing to pay. 2. It can create strong brand loyalty when customers feel they are getting significant value. Disadvantages. 1. More complex to implement as it requires deep customer insights and market research. 2. Difficult to use in price-sensitive markets. Example: think about high-end fashion brands like Gucci or Louis Vuitton. The cost of materials and production might be relatively low compared to the price they charge, but customers perceive a high value due to the brand's exclusivity, design, and status associated with the product. The third model is competition-based pricing, where the company sets its prices primarily based on what competitors are charging. 1. Definition. Competition-based pricing focuses on setting prices according to the price points established by competitors rather than internal costs or customer value. 2. How it works. Companies using this approach regularly monitor their competitors' pricing strategies and adjust their prices accordingly. 2. This model is particularly effective in markets where there is little product differentiation, such as gasoline or consumer electronics. Advantages. 1. Helps maintain competitiveness in a market where price plays a major role in consumer decision-making. 2. can prevent price wars by keeping prices aligned with competitors. Disadvantages. 1. It may ignore the unique value a product offers, potentially underpricing or overpricing it. 2. Can lead to a race to the bottom, where companies constantly undercut each other, diminishing overall profit margins. Example: airlines frequently use competition-based pricing. They adjust ticket prices based on what other airlines are charging for similar routes at similar times, often fluctuating multiple times a day. Now, how do you decide which pricing model is right for your business? It depends on several factors. Market conditions. In highly competitive markets with little differentiation, competition-based pricing might be the most effective approach. However, if you offer a unique product, value-based pricing can yield higher returns. Cost structure. If you operate on slim margins and need to ensure all costs are covered, cost-based pricing can provide clarity and predictability. Customer perception. If your customers see your product or service as a premium offering, value-based pricing can help you maximize profits by focusing on the value you provide. Stage in product life cycle. During the introduction phase, companies might use cost-based pricing to recoup R&D costs or penetration pricing to gain market share. In the growth phase, value-based pricing can capture the highest willingness to pay, while in maturity, competition-based pricing might keep the product relevant in a crowded market. It's also important to note that many companies use hybrid strategies, combining elements from all three models. For example, a company might start with cost-based pricing to ensure margins are covered, and then shift to value-based pricing once the brand's value is well established in the market. Let's look at Amazon. While they use competition-based pricing in their e-commerce marketplace to stay competitive, they also employ value-based pricing for their Prime membership, which offers added benefits that justify a premium price. Let's examine a few real-world examples. 1. IKEA uses a cost-based pricing strategy, tightly controlling production and logistics costs to offer affordable furniture. 2. Tesla uses value-based pricing, charging a premium for innovation, technology, and sustainability. 3. Walmart uses competition-based pricing to remain the low-cost leader in retail. Each company adapts its strategy based on its market position, customer base, and business goals. In conclusion, choosing the right pricing strategy requires a deep understanding of your costs, customers, and competitors. It's not just about setting a price. It's about positioning your product in the market, communicating its value, and maximizing profitability. Now, let's open the floor for questions. How do you think these pricing models could apply to businesses you've interacted with, or even the businesses you plan to work for? Let's discuss.